really so sorry. I just wasn't feeling up to it. Didn't have a really great day, so I thought no, or wasn't having a great start today. So I thought no, I need to take a me day, and it did help. So thank you so much for being patient while I'm away. This is right there. I'm going to put you there for a minute, Matilda. And there, Mateo. I'm just going to bring this camera just a little bit closer so I can see everyone's wordies. Because I don't have my glasses on or anything. I don't normally wear my glasses for my live, but you know, that's a bit better. Good morning, Sonia. Now I can put someone up here. How are you going, Sonia? Morning, Deb. Oh, and Matilda can come back. And there she is. Good, good. Oh, that's much better. Oh, I feel great. I've got my heater on there, as you may or may not hear. So sorry if that's making noise in the background, but it does make this whole process a lot more gentle. Sonia says, hello, Mateo. I'm going great, thank you. Say hi, Auntie Sonia. And there's Kate. Hi, Kate. Good morning. Kate, I've been loving your videos on TikTok. Just love all those really glam ones of yours. I can watch them over and over again because they're so like in your face, and it's like, wow, I want to see that change, and love it, love it, love it. So keep it up. I think that's really great. I love your confidence too. Sonia says, oh, Matilda looks pretty in pink. She does too. We're just sort of whacking it out today. As I told you guys a couple of weeks ago, I'm sort of doing, you're welcome, Kate. I'm sort of doing like a bit of a refurbish in this room and my workroom downstairs, Aussie Reborn Supplies downstairs. And it's taking a long time because it's only really me doing it. I get snippets of little bits of help here and there. My daughter was here this week and she sort of helped me for a little bit for about an hour. But the help I need is more like someone's mindset, someone sort of saying, do this now. And yeah, I'm smart and I can do all that myself, but when someone's sort of telling me to do it, someone that I respect, anyone else I'd be like, get stuff. But it helps me. So when I'm sitting on my own and trying to do tidy ups and do things, I just get overwhelmed with myself and I get stuck. I don't know if anyone else gets like that, but I love having someone around to just encourage you. Deb says, we will be 10 years on Monday. My dad has been gone. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. It goes so bloody quick. It's nearly 2 years since my dad passed and it feels like yesterday and I can't handle it any day. So anyway, all of their winter clothes are good because I've gone through their drawers for their winter clothes and got out the things that don't really fit them. This doesn't really fit Matilda. It's actually really long. But the top of it, like the body of it, fits really, really good. So, and it's like a really top brand. What is it? Oh, I think it's a Carter's. Yeah, it's Carter's. So I'm like, I'm not getting rid of that. But it's really good because I've got a pile of clothes that I have to move on, and in the drawers I know exactly what I have fits them nicely, well, fairly nicely, and looks really good. Like this outfit on Mateo is just perfect for him. Sonia says, oh well, gives her room to grow. Yes, you're so true. It does give her room to grow, and that's really good. So now I've just got to get onto the like, I don't know, 32 other boxes. I will show you, because I love you guys, the what I'm actually looking at, my mess. So that pile over there is a pile that doesn't fit Matilda, and then I've got to work out whether I want to, like, everything's sort of just chucked everywhere at the moment, and it's, oh sorry, it's like you're on a boat, right? That's annoying. And it's really stressful, like really stressful. So I have to really be in a really good mindset to come in here. So the clothes that don't fit them, I've then got to think, okay, well, do they fit any of my bigger babies, Jeffrey or Molly or something like that? And then you've got to think, well, do I want another box for them? Like, I don't know. Like, I'm working on it. I'm getting there. In my shop downstairs, that's my second mess. Well, I've got like a wall of stock. It's going well. And the gondola I had in the middle with all my stock on is nearly empty. I've just got it up for sale. So as soon as that sells, it's like the next step I can move. So move things around. So trying not to overwhelm myself, trying to take baby steps, and I will get there. But you know, my mind, it really eats at me. So anyway, I am making progress, and I guess that's all we need to be grateful for, right? A bit of progress is better than nothing happening at all. Sonia says, I need to buy more clothes for my babies. Maybe not as many boxes as you have, but definitely need more. I think shopping day. Shopping day, definitely. I love shopping days like that. Good morning, Gigi. Well, I can at least rest you assured, all of those aren't filled with clothes. So say I've got one which is just for headbands, one which is just for his shoes, one is just for her shoes, one is just for his hats, one is just for her hats, 2 or 3 for blankets, 2 for his toys, 2 for her toys. Like 1 for Christmas outfits, 1 for Easter outfits, 1 for Halloween outfits. I've got a couple of boxes up the top which have some kits in that I want. I've got one up the box which has got clothes that I want to give to future grandchildren, girls, i.e. girls. I've got 3 boxes each for summer clothes for those. So it's just a consolidation. So for instance, 2 boxes of toys for him, 2 boxes of toys for her. I need to consolidate to 1. Because let's be real, they don't use many of their clothes, the toys. The toys will sort of put there for like photo purposes, photo prop type of things, but half the time when I take photos of them, I don't really take too many toys out. So I just have to consolidate and just be a little bit harsh on myself. And that's where that extra person coming in normally works really good, because they'll look at the toys and I'll be like going, hang on, I've got to grab a toy. I've got to grab a toy. This one, for instance. It's strawberry shortcake and it's 80s. And I loved strawberry shortcake as a kid. And this is just cute. It's got its own dress in it. And I'll be going, oh, like this. And they'll be going, come on, Annette, seriously, do you need that? And in this instance, I would say, yes, Matilda needs her own strawberry shortcake. But in other instances, I would be able to say, okay, yeah, it doesn't really mean that much to me, etc., etc. So that's where I get in my own head and where I have to flush it out. So Gigi said, morning, Sonia and Deb. So yeah, I am getting there. It's a process, and it is hard when I've got stuff on the ground. That makes it disturbing and stressful. But I'll get there. I've gotten a lot further with the shop than I have in here. Obviously, it's just been too cold. So I'm getting there. I finished up yesterday clothing and everything. The baby I made for the expo, which is a giveaway baby. So if anyone is, I don't know with the expo in Sydney if they are letting outsiders buy tickets. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if you have to be on the day to be a winner. But keep an ear out for that. It's the Haiti by Cassie Brace, I think it is. Reborn. And I made it into a girl, and she's so cute. She's really, really cute. So I'm glad that I've sort of finished that. I mean, my podcast baby that I was doing for a giveaway, I'm still going. I'm nearly done. I am really done. I think all I have to do, like I've even done the nails and everything, I think all I have to do on this baby is painted hair and put him together. So I am getting there with things, but you know, it's when the weather gets better, I'll be sharp as a tack. Good morning, Angela. Good morning, and good morning, Elaine. How are you going? So that's that for that thing, and I am grateful to move ahead. I've still got the other convention baby that I'm working on, and I'm also working on a baby order at the moment. So there's a few things that I've got going on while I'm having classes on a Thursday. There's a certain point of the day where it gets a little bit quieter, like some of the students may have gone home, and that's when I start doing a little painting myself. And I've been enjoying that because normally I'm sort of walking around and around the table, you know, checking on everyone, making sure they're at a good stage. So it's always good to just sit down and sort of then connect with all the students on their level, have a chat, have a laugh. I mean, I'm having a chat and a laugh with them anyway, but walking around, and you know what I mean, it just sort of feels like it connects a little bit more. So that's been nice. It's been nice, and it actually gets me to get some work done, so even nicer. Deb says morning Angela, and Gigi says morning Angela as well. Thank you guys, thank you for being here today. Now what else? News for the last 2 weeks, and again, if you weren't here earlier, apologies for me not being here last Friday. I just wasn't up to it. I had a headache and I wasn't doing very well. So I did have a full day off. I even didn't go to lunch with my mum. I just literally nothing. I sat on the lounge, watched movies. Of course, Cruz was here for a little while, I think. Yeah, he was here for a little while with Amy, but I just sort of took a step out for my usual. So over the last 2 weeks, I've been busy with birthdays. It was Amani's birthday, my mum's birthday, Amy's birthday. So they all went really well, and we all had a really good time around those moments. Amy started her placement 2 weeks ago for midwifery, and she's been doing really well with that. She's been able to be involved in like inductions and lots of palpitations and lots of baby feelings, and she's even had to watch a 4-week-old baby because the mother was had an infection and needed a little bit of time out. This week I think she's in birthing suite, so I think she will be a part of a birth this week, and she's also got about 3 or 4 of her own patients now. So that's all going well, very exciting, and she's doing really well and has passed all of her exams and everything. So that's been going well there, thank goodness. Trying to think of what else I've done over the last 2 weeks. I think I've just been mainly sort of focusing on, you know, the redesign of the shop. I've got tax to finish up this weekend because end of June, and I'm really excited that it's the end of June because in June no one wants to spend money, so it makes it a little bit challenging to live. So normally as soon as next week hits, normally people start ordering stuff, so looking forward to that. But it has given me some time out to do some other things, so that's good. Still listing kits every week. That's nothing new. I try to list a few every week. The eyes, I haven't listed all the eyes, but I've listed the majority of them. So if you're after eyes, and I think I've done the main ones like 20 millimeter and 22 millimeter, maybe 24 millimeter and 26 millimeter, I think. Anything under 20 millimeter I haven't adjusted yet, so they're still on the lower price. So if you're after a pair of eyes under 20 millimeter, you can still get in quick. Thank you so much. I know that people listened to me the last 2 weeks ago when I said all the eyes were going up. There was at least 3 big eye orders. So someone on here, or at least there was at least 3 people on here, or maybe it was just a fluke, but that listened to me and put in big eye orders. So thank you for supporting me with that and listening and getting in before the prices went up, because you definitely got a bargain before the prices got up. Kate said, I'm definitely doing orders Friday, Saturday this week. I started Ruby, the first smile, and Americas. Oh my God, I cannot wait to see your Americas. I can't wait to see it. Very excited to see it. Ruby as well. I love Ruby, but Americas obviously is always such a beautiful baby. So I'll be looking out for that. And good luck. I know it's going to be your baby. And what else has been going on? I'm just trying to keep up with everything. I'm trying to remember exactly where to go back. School holidays. Sorry about the yawning. You know I always yawn in the morning. What is that? School holidays start today. So Amani's on his last day of school today. Do you know in schools they do class parties every semester now? I don't know about you, but when I went to school, we only did a class party end of year. End of year class party, a breakup. They do breakups every semester end now. So they had a breakup party yesterday, but they had so much food that they've decided to do another one today. So that'll be fun for Amani. So yeah, school holidays, mummy's hair's on there. School holidays start. So next week I only actually have Amani next week on, what do we got here? On Friday. So when I'm with you guys next Friday, I will have both of the boys. So that will be a chaotic live stream, but you get to have a little chat to him. Amy's got her placement next Thursday and Friday, and Tiana has Amani on Thursday. So we've all got ourselves all worked out. Of course, I will be spending other days with Amani as well, but they're just like the main days. So that's all really good. And he had sports day this week. Didn't do any good in sports day. I think he was a little bit all over the shop that day, but yeah. So all of those things are happening. Amazing. And I love school holidays because some of my favourite students come on school holidays because they're teachers. That would be you, Kristen. so happy with that. Yeah, definitely, Kate. She is so gorgeous, really, really gorgeous. Trying to think if there's any updates in the reborning world that I've got. I did the podcast this week, which was my podcast where I interviewed Dorina, who was the author of that book, The Art of Healing. That went really well, although she's a little bit sad with it because she didn't realize that her face was going to appear on the podcast. So she's asked me to do another one in a couple of weeks. So, that's just, I don't know why she didn't realize that. She was getting herself all sorted up, set up to begin with. But anyway, love her socks. And yeah, we'll do another one in a few weeks with her. Good morning, Matthew. And Jessica's here. She said, I like Matilda and Mateo's outfits today. Thank you. We're just sort of spitballing it today. Just spitballing it, get it? Just being put together because it's too cold. What was I going to say? Lost it. Completely lost it. Oh, yes, the picnic. If you are in the vicinity of Ipswich, I live in the area, and you have been watching this or whatever. Our picnic happens in about 15 days now. It's the 12th of July. So everyone is invited, of course. But yeah, you do have to let me know if you're coming so I can make sure there's food enough for you. But yeah, that's really exciting. I've loved helping with the picnic, being part of that and encouraging the women. Last time we encouraged the women to, get a new pram or redesign, refurbish, freshen up their old pram. And the ladies really, really enjoyed that. Most of them were rushing around trying to find a second-hand pram that they could use. But the joy that you could see those women going through, the excitement of which pram to choose and sort of which colours and which baby that they were taking, they put a lot of effort into it, which was really nice to see. And what is this doing here? Foot hanging out. This month, of course, they've got all their prams, so they don't need a new pram. So we've got a theme, and that is, there's one lady in particular, Danny, her birthday's on the 12th of July, and then we've got other members of the picnic who their birthdays are around that time. So I said, not just me and the team of admins, we worked out that we would have a birthday theme for this picnic. And so we've said that they have to dress up their babies like that they're going to a birthday party, and even themselves if they like. So this time the women have been very excitedly either going out buying their baby a new outfit or deciding what they want their baby to dress in, and also themselves, which I think is amazing, because many of us don't really, we sort of set and forget ourselves, and we just don't get ourselves new outfits and things like that. But these ladies are really getting excited to get themselves dressed up into something new, or to put together an outfit that looks sort of like birthday-ish. And I just think it's absolutely lovely. It's so sweet. So this picnic is a barbecue. So they all have to come and bring $5, and that includes their barbecue lunch and some cake. And I'm just excited for them. Just excited to see them, round up what they're doing, round up what babies they're taking. It just sort of really I don't know, just gives them a purpose in some sense. Just something to be excited about. Matthew said the room looks different. I'm just in a different position. Deb says it's Nathaniel's birthday on Thursday. Oh, happy birthday to Nathaniel. That is exciting. Get here. What are you doing, mate? Yeah, so I don't know. Very excited about that. And when that comes along. I will be doing another podcast within that picnic. So you will get to see people who were there and what babies they decided to take, and I'm going to do sort of a bit of a pram one. So yeah, that will be really, really good. So yeah, please, if you're in the vicinity, think you can make it, let me know. Jessica said, I have had Willow a year. Oh my God, a year already. That's incredible. Jessica, you must be looking forward to the doll show in Perth coming up. I'm very excited for you. I can't wait to hear all about it. It looks like a really nice lineup of artists who are going. It looks like everything's going really smoothly for that, so that's exciting for you all. We've got 3 doll shows to look forward to this year, as most of you know. So we've got the expo coming up in September, which is going to be amazing. Like, I've got about 6 of the women that I know close by who are going, so that's amazing. And then we've got October for the Ipswich Doll Show. That comes back, that's 2 times a year. And then December, my one, the Art Dolls of Australia. So I'm very excited. Lots coming up. Jessica said, yes, I am going to them. Are you going just as a customer, or are you helping out with someone at a table, or having a table yourself? Kate said, I'm excited for September. It's coming so quickly, isn't it? I'm so excited too. So excited. I don't know. If there's I think there's about 24 or 23 weeks now to go until the December one. So that means there has to be about 16 weeks or something. Do you know, anyone know how many weeks it is until, hey Google, how many weeks until the 21st of September?
There are 12 weeks and 2 days from the 27th of June until the 21st of September.
12 weeks? 16 weeks sounded much better. 12 weeks? Oh my God. That's crazy. 12 weeks, guys. 12 weeks. Oh my God, I need to get myself under control. Jessica said I might be going with Kerry as a customer. Yay! That sounds so exciting. A customer's good. I don't think I get to do customer ones very often. Yes, you said that, Matthew, and I said it's just I'm just sitting in a different position, mate. So, yes, 12 weeks. Oh my God. That means in 12 weeks I get to go on holidays. Even though it's a working holiday, it's still some time out. It's still some time out. And 12 weeks is the anniversary of my dad's passing. So I'm giving myself a day of peace around that time. Amongst all the chaos and so much going on, I'm going to have a silent day. So I'm excited about that too. So yeah, it's all happening, isn't it? I know, I can't wait to see you too. I can't wait. It's just so cool. In 12 weeks I get to see you and Kate and so many people. Elaine, very, very cool. It's exciting though also hearing people's plans for the September show, and you know, like where they're going to stay, how they're getting there, what they're doing. It's been a real buzz. It really has. I do think that there could be a little bit more buzz from the expo people themselves. I don't feel like there's much buzz yet from that end, but I'm sure it will really ramp up and go crazy soon. Matthew said that's good to have a quiet day. Definitely. Definitely. It will be good. I'll be looking forward to it. Come here, little man. And as with the baby that I'm going to take to the convention or to the expo, I have no idea. No idea yet. I should take just something nice and small and something. I don't know. I actually, do you know what? Just thinking this, I haven't even thought about what baby I will take. I haven't even thought about it. I mean, yes, people say take Mateo and Matilda, but Deb always cares for them. Deb and Elaine always care for them when we're at a doll show. They always take them off my hands and walk around with them, which is really, really nice. But I don't like to take them too much because they're two and I don't want to leave one. So I don't know. I don't know yet. I'll have to leave that with me. Because if I take them two, then I'm going to want to take another one. And that's 3. I don't know. I've been asked to take Matilda to the picnic. So Matilda's coming to the picnic with me with baby Jeffrey. So Kate says 100% needs more advertising or push into community. Yeah, it's like such a buzz, like, you know, and you know, I actually know one of the people who are running it, and I love her. She's amazing. But I don't know, it just feels like it feels a bit flat at the moment, and you know, for them to have all their classes and everything, just doesn't felt very buzzy. I don't know. But maybe that's the way people feel about mine. I don't know. I do know that, you know, I do my posts every day, something different every day, just to keep people sort of in the loop. But then coming up to closer to the time, especially 3 months away, I'm doing a mass amount of posts. I'm doing stories, I'm trying to do TikToks, I do the posts still. I try to connect with the sellers a little bit more, and advertising really ramps up. So hopefully it will happen. They are, well, I know the one person that I know, she is amazing, and I couldn't see her dropping the ball at all. So I'd be, being 12 weeks, I'd be surprised if things really didn't start going crazy. Matthew said you can sit quietly and think of, well, I'm sorry, I don't want to keep going back to that. That doesn't make me feel good. That's just, yep, done, chatted about. Yep, good. I know what to do though. Yeah. But I think the buzz I've heard around the expo, it has been, my friends who are going, and we chat about it a lot. So very excited. Oh, there we go. Swapsies times. I don't know what else I had to tell you. I'm trying to think about it. There hasn't been really much buzz like in the Reborn community about new stuff. Still been waiting for the Gracie May Awake version. A lot of people are sort of waiting to hear more about that. I did hear that they were originally going to release it like the end of June, but I haven't heard any updates since then. So I don't know what's happening around that at the moment. Let me know if you've heard anything, because I'm hoping to get at least one of those Gracie Mays. Deb says, I can't wait to see Jodie Lombardo and pick up my wolf pup. Yay, that's exciting. That's really exciting. It's always nice when you're picking up a baby. I've got a little silicone cuddle baby. I've told you guys about it. That's on lay-by at the moment. I still got a couple of $100 to pay on it. I was thinking of maybe paying that out and bringing it, because it's, so tiny. And with me, I'm coming obviously from Ipswich. My car's going to be full of stock. And sometimes I have to leave that stock in the car. And I don't like doing that, with babies and stuff. So I like to have something like quick and easy, something that can, basically, when I took Matilda and Mateo to the other doll shows that were in Sydney, they sat in the front seat with me on the journey. But of course, I've got to be comfortable. It's a long trip, and I want to be able to stretch out a little bit and things like that. So bigger babies are not really, easy to sort of jumble around. And then, if I took Jeffrey or Molly, they are cuddle babies, but they've got the silicone heads. So you want to be careful with that. I could take Gracie May. I don't know. But it's a process, isn't it? I don't know. I'm just feeling a little bit stumped at the moment, because I haven't even thought about who I want to take. So I will get there. Yeah, I've got to be more comfortable, not squashed up. Exactly. I mean, when I took Mateo and Matilda, that was enough, because I also had stuff at my feet, like obviously my handbag, all my chargers and stuff for keeping my phones charged, even though my car can do that. I think I had a pillow and a blanket down there to keep myself warm and comfortable if I wanted to have a sleep. So, you got things there, and when you've got two babies as well, it can be a little bit challenging. But yeah, I don't know what I'll do. Maybe I'll take them. I mean, they are the face of me, so to speak. They're my sponsors, they're my mascots. That's it, they're my mascots. So I probably should take them to be real. I should maybe look about getting that twin. I really wanted to get a twin baby carrier. So maybe I should look into that. I'd love to have them. So I'm carrying Matilda like this. And even though it'll probably hurt my back. And Mateo like this. And I've still got full range of motion with my arms. And because they're so little, that's not too much to ask, is it? I do know there's a twin baby carrier that I looked at a few times. But, you know, like, because it's a twin baby carrier and it's got to hold 2 real newborn babies, I don't want it to be too big, you know. I don't know. Plus, I've obviously got my, I normally wear my shirt that says Aussie Reborn Supplies so people know who I am. So I don't like to cover that up either. Backpack. I don't know, but I'll figure it out. Now, guys, it's getting a little bit later now, so just letting you know, story time's coming up. Today we're going to read Grandpa's Surprise. I think it's a while since we've read that one, so yeah, it will be Grandpa's Surprise. We'll see how we go. But yeah, that's coming up soon, so you've got to get your babies ready and your pets and whoever wants to read a story with us. I'm just going to say, this heater is so magical. I'm sitting here, I'm so comfortable, I'm not cold at all. This isn't very thick, it's quite thin. I'm really comfortable and warm, so it makes it nicer to sit here and chat with you guys on a Friday. But I won't put it on next week because I'll have both of the boys. So, there you go. Alison and Shyla are ready. Thank you. Shout out to my little ghost viewers who are watching who don't really talk, or my viewers who watch later. Thank you so much for still coming back and chatting to me. I have been thinking a little bit lately about where I sit with my Friday live stream. And if it will keep continuing. It's continuing still for the time being. There is a chance next year that Amy has to do uni every Friday very early, and if that does come to part, I probably will stop doing my live streams on Friday. I tried to think about other days I could do them, but I'm pretty smashed all the other days. So I'm not sure. We're going to, you know, play it by ear and see how we go. But, you know, actually, I don't even know if that's next year. No, I think it's actually the end of this year. Anyway, we're going to play it by ear. I've got Tiana still helping me at the moment. So anytime I cannot do it, Tiana helps. But Tiana will be moving soon and she'll be moving out of Ipswich. So she will not be able to help. That's when I'm going to run into trouble. So, but I will try as best as I can, if that happens, to keep in touch and still be here for you guys. Tallulah is ready. That's exciting, cool. I am making a Tallulah for the convention. Is your Tallulah or is it Tallulah like a name? That's the convention baby. What have I done on this? Not much. I think I've only done like a red wash on her. Yeah, I think. I haven't done much. So I'd really like to get to do some of this. Lots of work to do on that still. Oh, just keep piling the work on. That's all right. I can handle it. Anyone else working on any babies at the moment, except for Kate, who I know what you're working on. You're working on. I always see yours. Oh, it's the Ariana kit that you've called Tallulah. That's nice. That's exciting. How have you been going lately, Elaine? How's things with work and everything? I haven't heard much of what's going on lately. Are you guys still doing, like having meetups in Sydney? I think, Kate, you might have went to one of the last meetups. I haven't heard much about them. But I know Debbie and Elaine used to always go to those meetups. haven't heard any of you doing it recently. Now, what else? What else can I tell you guys? Oh, powder wafers. People have been asking crazy about them lately. They still haven't arrived. I'm still saying a couple of weeks because I haven't heard any updates. So I apologise about that. You haven't any this year yet? Oh, really? That's disappointing. That's disappointing. It's always good to look forward to a nice little meet-up, isn't it? Oh, well. All right, guys, it is time. I think because it's very quiet and I don't have anything else to tell you guys today, I think we'll get to story time. So, yep, get your babies ready. I'm going to put Matilda over here. And she's sitting in this thing here. Wish I could show it a little bit better in videos. This little thing that sits on the edge of the table and she sits through that. It's bloody cute as. It's so cute. So if I'm ever working here doing hair, normally I'll have Matilda and Mateo sort of, they can kind of sit in here together. I have them sitting there and so when I turn around, they're just there for me. And now they're not wanting to compromise. Oh yeah, they're together now. Kate says, I'm having a get-together tomorrow, but it's only a couple of us. Can't seem to get the numbers once my page grows a bit, though. They'll be successful. That's exciting. That's at least there's a start there. That's really important. I think for me, with my picnic group, I think it's been a lot easier because obviously, see, I'm in Ipswich. I'm really in the middle of a lot of things. And then you've got Toowoomba, which is just up the range. They can come down to us. Brisbane, they can come to us. Gold Coast can come to us. Even the Sunshine Coast could. It's a little bit of a further drive, but they could. Beaudesert could come to us. Outer suburbs like Warwick and Boonah, they could come into us. So far in my picnic group, we've got 52 members, I think. But this picnic coming up in July, I think it's been about 26 people have said they're coming. And many of those obviously bring their partner or someone else that likes Reborns, like a family member or a child. So it's going to be quite big. I'm very excited, actually. 26 is a huge number. I think last time, this is just from like memory, I think we had about 12 to 16. So it has grown. But yeah, like I said, I'm in an area where a lot of people can come in. There's a lot of busy areas like Toowoomba, Brisbane, Gold Coast. They're obviously busy areas. Hundreds of thousands of people. So it's easier to get numbers. I don't know about like where you are, if it's that easy. Because I haven't looked up exactly where you are. Our work is good, Elaine. I'm glad to hear that. Deb says, Elaine and I took babies out to Vivid. Oh, that's nice. I'm glad you did that together. Kate said, that's it. Got to start somewhere. You do got to start somewhere, and it grows. You'll miss your Friday with me. Well, it's not definitely happening yet. It'll only happen if Amy has to do uni or something on that day, because I will have to get Amani to school. So between 8 and 9 I'll be off to school and that, and sometimes like with what is that hour, when the hours change in the day, someone will get it for me. I know when that hour thing happens, I'm on later in Sydney, so I don't know how that would work. I would try definitely to keep with you guys up. Sonia says a lot of us will miss the Fridays with Annette. Oh, thank you. Do you know that makes me feel really wanted and needed at the moment? I really appreciate that. Sometimes I wonder whether I'm like not wasting my time, but whether it's a bit of a has-been sort of old thing that people don't really want to do anymore. I know, I appreciate for you. Daylight savings, thank you so much. Angela and Debs, thank you so much. Like I said, it'll only happen if that happens. And Amy's actually really trying to, because at the moment they're giving her Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, and she's really trying to change, because you can change classes around. Really trying to change the Friday. So I've just got to hope that she keeps that up. But yeah, thank you for saying that, though, guys. I appreciate it. Story, I don't know where it went. Oh yeah. I'd hope to have more updates for you soon too. Next, don't forget, next Friday I'll have the boys with me. I'll probably do that. Probably in their playroom or something. Definitely not up here with the floor the way it is and everything the way it is. I love it when the boys walk in then, and we walk in like, what can I touch? What's new in here? What can I do? What can I play with? It's just crazy. Crazy. All right. Grandpa's surprise is what we're reading. Oh, gee, just put that heater sort of coming up to my face. Oh. Take a deep breath, everyone. And breathe out. Oh, it feels so nice and warm and snuggly. Oh, before I go on to this, I don't always, but I need to, tell everyone to please, please, please be grateful for your situation and grateful for each day we have, with a lot of things going on in Iran and all that stuff still in Ukraine and Russia, Jordan, and it's all very sad. It's very, very sad. Watching the news, we don't know what's going to happen from week to week. And I just think everyone needs to, learn to be a little bit more grateful for what they have, for the situation they have. Say a prayer for those sort of people who are struggling at the moment. They're homeless, their houses gone forever, their families are being killed, or should we say murdered almost. And we live in this little bubble at the moment in Australia, and a lot of people don't even know things are going down the way they are. I just think everyone needs to be a bit more mindful, a bit more grateful, and send prayers out to those people who are really struggling. Need to put that out there, because there's too many people that aren't aware and just live in that bubble of Australia and think that everything's always going to be all good. Doesn't necessarily mean that. So I just had to say that and put that out there. Gigi said, I'm all over the place at the moment. I have to get back into botanical painting. Love that. Got to paint Plen air dry coming up. Okay. And we'll have to set one day a week for dolls only. Very, very important. Bernadette said to me 2 weeks ago to get, a notebook and write down the things I want to do and cross them off. And I have been doing that. Thank you, Bernadette. If you watch this later, it does make a difference. But there's just certain times of the year which I believe are a little bit more challenging than others. For me, it's these quiet times when I've got to sort of juggle bills and, workload and things like that. So, yeah, just getting those books, I recommend it to everyone, to get yourself in order. Okay, Grandpa's surprise. Let's get to something happy and fun. We have read this before, but some of you may not have heard it. Okay. Grandpa and Stanley and Bert the dog were looking out the window when Jack whizzed past on his new tricycle. La la la. My fingers aren't working. They went outside to watch Jack. Ooh, said Stanley, I like your new tricycle. Can I have a go, please? I'll think about it, said Jack. Jack cycled up and down the path. Grandpa and Stanley and Bert waited. "I've thought about it," said Jack. "Yes," said Stanley. "No," said Jack. "Come on, Stanley. I know something that will cheer you up. Let's go to the shed," smiled Grandpa. Poor Stanley. Stanley and Grandpa and Bert went to the shed. Grandpa started rummaging around. Stanley was still sulking. "Perfect," said Grandpa as he pulled out an old wooden crate. "What for?" asked Stanley. "You'll see," said Grandpa. Then Grandpa dragged out Stanley's old pram. "Now then, Stanley, help me take the wheels off this," said Grandpa. "Okay," said Stanley. "Screw that on nice and tight," said Grandpa. "Righty-o," said Stanley. "Finishing touches," said Grandpa. "It looks brilliant," said Stanley. "In we get, Stanley. We'll wear these just in case," said Grandpa. "Whee!" shrieked Stanley. Someone looks a bit shocked in the background there. Fingers. Jack came over to them. "Do you want to go on my tricycle now, Stanley?" asked Jack. "I'll think about it," said Stanley, and off they went. When they came back, Stanley said, "I thought about it." "Yes," said Jack. "No," said Stanley. "Oh," said Jack. "But you can come on the go-kart with us," said Stanley. "Hooray!" And that must be the end of the story. Yes, it is the end of the story. Thank you for watching. I appreciate that. It was pretty cool. I know I've read it before, but I don't think I'd read it in a while. So that's good. So this weekend, I will not get much quiet time. Amy, I think I've told you a few times, Amy has a new partner, and so she spends most of her time with him, but he's away this weekend. So what does that mean? Probably means that Amy's going to be here with the boys all weekend. So I've got to think of some special things to do with them, I think. Sonia says, "Nice surprise from Grandpa. Lovely story." It was a lovely story. Wonderful story, Matthew said. Thank you so much. It was. Alison liked the story. Good on you, Alison. I'm glad to hear that. Yes, so I think I might have to, I don't know, do something with the boys outside. They've been liking to play outside. It's obviously always good to play outside during the day. The sun is warm. The kids sort of run around and have a good time. So we might do something with their cubby reorganise their cubby and make some games with them. I don't know. But that's me for today. Thank you so much for joining me again today. And once again, sorry that I wasn't here for you guys last Friday. Next Friday will be all about the boys. Maybe we could do some cooking together with them. That might be fun. I might do a live stream and do some cooking with them. We'll see how we go. Amani has been asking lately. I don't know if many of you guys got to see when they were much littler. I used to do TikToks on another account that was all about taste testing and stuff like that. And they used to love doing the taste testing and love doing the cooking. And they were very little. So we might do something like that. A little bit fun for you guys to look forward to. And them actually to have something to look forward to as well. Something to do. Oh, Angela said thanks for your company this morning. Thank you. And by the way, I get to see Angela next Wednesday. So I'm so excited. Just had to say that. So excited. Jessica said bye, have a good week. Deb says bye, love and hugs. Sonia says have a great week, bye, you too. And Elaine says bye, love and hugs. Matthew said bye, have a great weekend, you too, Matthew. Thank you all for joining me today, and hopefully you'll be here next Friday to hang out with me and the boys. Mateo and Matilda won't be with me though, because it'll just be all about the boys. Yay! Angela says me too. Okay guys, have a great weekend and be good. Happy reborning.